Cobb County police say this man, Zakor Garrett, was so angry he couldn't get access to the Wi-Fi, he took it out on the employee.
Why every time I get into a story like this, it is never, ever about something real? I did a story where a woman jumped over, I'm talking about the cow jumped over the moon, over the damn counter and started attacking the folks working at a fast food joint because they forgot her ranch. Why has it always got to be a story? Like, I feel like I'm in an episode of the Boondocks every single time I start one of these news segments. Every single time. The Wi-Fi? Really, bro? The Wi-Fi. Okay. Let's go ahead and run that back one more time. I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best to get through this. You know, I promise you that every time, but damn it, I can't promise it for real because some of these stories just be too outlandish.
Cobb County police say this man, Zakor Garrett, was so angry he couldn't get access to the Wi-Fi, he took it out on the employees working the drive-thru at this Chipotle on South Cobb Drive.
Not another Chipotle. Chipotle, y'all, for the last 12 months, 6 months, damn it, y'all have been the target of some real nigging and nogging behavior. Oh, the nigging has been nogging at Chipotle. There was a big old silverback looking chick who made her way over the counter and started just, I'm talking about pig slop, bah, 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 packing on her plate because she was mad about how much chicken that she got on her plate. Now, look, I'll be honest. Chipotle, y'all be stingy as hell with the chicken. Y'all are stingy as hell with all the meats, damn it. For some reason, you could fill up the rice to the tippy top, but as soon as it comes to the meat, can I have two meats, please? The two meats looks like one meat. So I could say that. I get where, you know, some of that animosity may be coming from, but damn, what is up? Y'all need to start profiling over there. That's what I would do. I would start profiling. No. I give a damn about, oh, that's racist. I'm going to have a handbook for my employees to go through once every week to say, these are the types of individuals you need to look out for. The silverback gorillas, you need to look out for these ones. The bonnet on the head outside of the house, you need to, I'm just saying. I'm not saying you ain't got a good heart with the bonnet on your head at the store, but I'm just saying pattern recognition saves lives.
Drive.
The suspect decided to escalate the situation and brandished a firearm and began pointing it at employees.
When officers showed up, they found Garrett across the street at this hotel. Investigators say he had tossed the gun in a trash can.
This firearm actually came back stolen out of Atlanta. This guy probably knew that the police were on their way and likely just discarded of it because he knew he wasn't supposed to have it.
Garrett was taken into custody, but his anger still simmered. Police say while officers were trying to adjust his handcuffs, he punched one of them.
The suspect swung at the officer.
Remember all those tall tales that we were told during the summer of love? How black men were being hunted down by the white racist police officers. Remember that? Remember when they pushed the narrative that we were literally being hunted? Well, it turns out that wasn't actually the case. As a matter of fact, sometimes you can get away with kicking and punching a police officer and not getting your ass pumed. Now, you know, the left loves to push this narrative whenever it's the white on black, right? Anytime that they can find a white man who takes a black man's life or a white woman takes a black woman's life, etc., they love that narrative because it fits into that woke ideology. It sells, right? It doesn't just sell as far as advertising space, but it sells as far as the overall agenda that they have, as far as the woke ideologues. They have this concept of the oppressed and the oppressor. So if you ever have a switch up situation like the statistics actually read out, which is that you are 4 to 5 times more likely to have your life ended as a white person by a black person than vice versa, 5 times more likely. Though those are the facts, you would never know it if all you did was listen to the damn news. You would never know it. And I wanted to hammer this point home when I first saw just the headlines of this story, which is what happened to the cops by the suspect. And they're more than a suspect at this point. They were caught. You did it. You know, OJ style. You did it. Look what you were able to get away with. Now, look, I was taught to have manners, to have respect for all people, let alone an individual who is carrying a weapon that could indeed end my life right there on the spot. I learned to respect, and therefore every single, except for one, it was a Hispanic female cop who was just having the craziest attitude with me. I think she was just trying to fill a quota. She wanted me in cuffs. Besides that one point in my life, I have been in situations where I had the loud pack in the car, smelled, sometimes seen by cops, white cops, mind you. And guess what? No shackles. I mean, damn near no tickets. You understand me? Those are the type of situations that I have been through. I'm not saying everybody else has. Maybe some people have gotten the beats put on them. I'm not going to discredit that. Maybe some people have had that thing pulled on them. I'm not going to discredit that. But the reality is this mowing down of young black men in these streets by white officers is a myth. That it's the systemic thing that is taking place. Yes, there are individualized situations where you can say that was racism. That was racially motivated. That was racially motivated. This right here, dude got punched while putting Buddy in the back of the joint. Mind you, a man who pulled a weapon on somebody because of what? Because of Wi-Fi that wasn't working. What the hell is wrong with these people? No, I'm not holding back no more. I'm not. Me and God had a conversation, and we said, oh, if you want to go to sleep, my son, you got to tell the whole truth and none but the truth every single day that you are on this earth breathing. I will take care of you if you do that one part. Tell the damn truth. What is wrong with these people who lack emotional intelligence or the lack of ability to regulate one's emotions, that you are willing to take somebody else's life because of Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi. I've seen people have hands laid on them because of a forgotten sauce in the pack, because there wasn't enough chicken in the bowl. And now we have a weapon pulled because of Wi-Fi. Okay.
Striking him, causing minor injuries.
And while in the back seat of the patrol car, he kicked out a camera. And again, police say it all started with him not being able to connect to the Wi-Fi.
He kicked out a camera in the cop car. Do you not know that if you were back in the 90s, back in the 80s, you would have had the hands of Thanos laid on you? You did something like that. Police? Don't get it twisted. Police are their own version of a gang. Don't ever get that twisted. They got each other's back in a different type of way. Black, white, red, all around. It don't matter. When that blue is on, that blue is on. They take a code. They take an oath in which they vow to one another. You understand me? If you were kicked out, that you are pulling up to the station and you are having hands laid on you like you about to get baptized. Hands all up on you like you getting prayed for. You understand me? So the fact that he was able to get away with this just shows us that there's so much leeway for these individuals. And there has been in the society. The reality is this: there has been a coddling of the young black man in America that has been taking place. A coddling. He is allowed to get away with damn near anything until the ultimate consequence. We see it right now in real time. With the story of, what's his name? Carmelo Anthony, not the Hooper, but the one who took the young man Austin Metcalf's life. What's that story about? It's a story about a young man who could not regulate his emotions, took another young man's life. And now there's people who are literally looking to bail him out. There is a GoFundMe putting up numbers right now trying to get this dude out. Young black men are being this video is going to be called "The Coddling of Young Black Men in America." That's what the hell is happening, and it is adding to the detriment, because there's already been a deficit when it comes to fathers not being in the household, when it comes to what the culture has already been perpetuating as far as violence, as far as addiction, as far as, you know, these mentally unstable ways of being, as far as promiscuity goes, things of that nature. But now you are allowed to get away with no consequence, to the point where you will lose your life. That is the only thing left on the other side, because somebody is going to deal with you. Somebody is going to deal with you. That's why you're supposed to get disciplined in a household by your father. My pops made sure that when I go out that door, I know how to deal with people in a way to where I will come back the night after, or I will come back that same night, or whatever it may be. I'm going to come back home. He made sure of it. So he disciplined me. He corrected me early on and often enough in the household. A lot of these young boys, they don't even know what it is to take the advice of a grown man, let alone to be disciplined and to be chastised by a grown man. No diddy. There is a difficulty in receiving correction from another man, let alone to say, you know what? I need to get checked right now. When you don't get checked, you end up pulling a weapon on somebody for a damn seat at the track meet. You end up pulling a weapon on somebody at the damn Chipotle because the Wi-Fi is not connected, as if the employees had something to do with your Wi-Fi not connecting. Get your bummy ass some data. Get some roaming data. Get some money in your pocket. Stop making excuses. Stop being a damn victim. Yes, you can make more of your life. Yes, if you make better decisions, you're going to get better outcomes. Stop making yourself a damn victim. Get yourself some money in your pocket and you will have Wi-Fi everywhere you go, instead of being a dummy crash out who is willing to almost end somebody's life for the sake of some Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi today and it's going to be something else tomorrow. And if they let him go, which they will, they're going to give him right back into the belly of the beast, and he's going to meet the wrong one, and it's going to be his demise, and somebody's going to be lying at a funeral talking about he was a good boy. That's how that story goes. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the light in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3, 6, 5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.